What's going on, guys? I'm gonna drop some knowledge on, let's see here, on how one becomes successful. So, I brand myself a successful person. I made, decent amount of money. Um, Especially this summer. This summer, bro. I went crazy this summer. I had like 5 jobs. Worked at Dollar General. I worked with an old lady. I just helped her around the house. Doing whatever she needed. Um, I worked with a dude. We went to like a mansion. It was only for one day, but I got paid $100, so that doesn't really count, I guess. See, Dollar General. I was a student driver and I was a mover for the school, so that's 2 jobs by the school. And I did a little paint gig or a little uh, sanding the floors gig with some guy, but that was only one day, and I had to leave to do another job. I think that was when I was working at Dollar General, and then I started working in the cafeteria, basically at my college. And you know, one day I just decided, I remember I just decided, I'm like, bro, I'm tired of being broke. Like, it was like around March 2022. I was like, I'm tired of being broke. Tired of not having the money I need. I'm tired of blaming my parents or whatever. Basically being a victim. I'm tired of doing that. So I said, you know what? I might have been in the camera. I said, you know what? It's time to get this money. So that's when I got my first job at Dollar General. Not my first job. Had plenty of jobs before, but I got got a job because I was already a student driver then. But crap, I was getting paid like $8. It was student money, so you don't get paid a lot as a student. So I was like, you know what, time to get this bread at Dollar General. Boom, got the job. And I stayed at Greenville. I stayed at the college the whole summer, right? And I was working the whole summer. I got a little decent amount. I got about like $5,000. You know what I'm saying? And then I just I got tired of that job, and then I started working on campus because it was closer. So I started working with the food stuff. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, I had like 3 jobs around that time. I was just grinding, bro. And I'm like, yeah, I like this. And at the same time, maybe this is gonna be like another story time. At the same time, I was like, bro, I'm getting all this money, man. Imagine if I just focus full time on getting money and focus full time on actually learning something. Cause I don't learn nothing in school. I actually really be taking notes. Like, this is the back of the book. I'm dang near finished with this book. Now I'm on page 282, and it ends 290. So this is Think and Grow Rich. So dang near done with that. Reread it. You know what I'm saying? I really like this book. It was saying something. It said something cool that I wanted to share with y'all. It was saying basically, you can't really hold like 2 things in your mind at the same time, right? You can't obviously you can't think 2 things at once. So you can't really multitask like people think. So it wouldn't be wise to hold in your mind thoughts of poverty, thoughts of fear, thoughts of things like that, thoughts of destructive nature. And say you should hold in your mind constructive things like, oh yeah, I can become a millionaire. Oh yeah, I can become successful on YouTube. I can become whatever your dream is, you can do that as long as you just stick to it. One of my favorite artists, X, he was just like, bro, when his Tumblr, I follow that. I just be getting whatever pieces of knowledge I can from him. And he was saying like, yeah, bro, like with this dream stuff, it's just all you gotta have, if you want to chase your dreams, all you gotta do is have 2 things. You gotta have faith, and you gotta have persistence. You just gotta stick with it, bro. Your faith is just like you believe it for sure. Like, I got faith when I step outside that the ground's gonna be there. I'm not gonna fall through the ground. You know what I'm saying? And persistence is just it's just the same thing as consistency. Like, I know the sun's gonna consistently be there every single morning. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gotta be. You gotta be like the sun with anything you're doing. If that means the gym, school, your job, sports, whatever it is, you gotta be consistent. You'll be the best. Like, I became one of the best in my eyes at playing football because I was consistent with it. I wasn't the strongest, wasn't the fastest, wasn't the toughest, wasn't the smartest, but I was consistent. Have that underdog spirit in you. Oh yeah, you be a little dog. You feel me? So yeah, man, you gotta have that. You gotta have that mindset of, yeah, bro. Like, this is possible. Like, I can become a millionaire. I can get this money. Because why would you not want to think like that? Why would you not want to think that? That's just something that when I saw, I can't find the exact place where I picked it up at, where I underlined it, but it was just like, yeah, why would you want to think of? Why would you not want to think of just straight positive things? Straight like, yeah, I can. This is possible. This is a thing that can be done because it's been done before. You know what I'm saying? So nothing new under the sun. So yeah, man, you just gotta really, really chase this, man. Really grind for it. You know what I'm saying? May not happen today, may not happen tomorrow, may not happen next week, may not happen next month, may not happen next year. But bro, if you stick with it, it'll happen. I can promise you that. Tell me from first-hand experience, bro. I used to be like the weakest person ever. I have two main reasons why I know this can happen. Because if something happens one time, it may not happen two times. But if something happens twice, it'll happen a third time. It'll happen four times. It'll happen fifth time. So like, started off not knowing much about music, became really good at music. Started off sucking at football, not sucking, but just a novice. Became not an expert because I'm not in the NFL, but you know, I'd say I'm like a, you know, all Madden, all pro up there. You know what I'm saying, on the Madden, on the Madden, you know, difficulty. You feel me? But yeah, man, it's all about belief, man. Because what's the point if you don't even believe in yourself? If you don't even believe in yourself, dog, you're not gonna make it. It's like what you doing all that hard work for if you don't even believe. Oh yeah, this is gonna amount to something one day. Nah, bro. You gots to believe. Here we go. If you want riches, you must refuse to accept any circumstance that leads to poverty. You feel me? Like, the word riches, receive full instruction.